What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Dragon Age Inquisition. As always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and of course, if you want to catch up on the rest of the Let's Play so far, go ahead and check the description below. I'll have the whole playlist down there in order in case you want to catch up. So we are at the quest I said I would pick up on last time. A letter found on a dead Templar. Elendra, I don't know if this will reach you, but with the last strength of my shaking hands, what else could I do but write you? Whether it be the magic of this cursed breach, or the Maker punishing me for abandoning my vows, the end is coming. The terrors are with me more often than not. I came up here to try and find some peace with these believers, but the platitudes they mouth are cold comfort. If my mind falls to demons, or my own darkness, I fear that even a weakened Templar will cause too much harm. I took a draught of bitter herbs. It will be over soon. I wish my weakness had not stopped me from meeting you with your phylactery. I knew just where you were, but the madness of your side and mine was too great a gap. Maker save you. Stay safe. You need no circle if you carry it within you. Love, Matron. And that's, phylacteries are the vials of blood that Templars use to track mages. And it sounds like he is either escaped from a circle, or he's a Templar recruit that was in love with a mage and took her phylactery so she could be free, but then in the end decided that he couldn't wait around, I guess. The Civil War and everything he was witnessing was a little too much for him, I suppose. Understandable, it's pretty heavy. So what we'll do is Elendra we can recruit to the Inquisition. And I think we did pick up the Arcane Knowledge perk from Inquisition perks. So when we go back to recruit Corporal Vale, I will save the game before I speak to her and check if we can recruit her. Because if you talk to her without the option, then I think it might possibly go away. So I'll save before we yap to her. And then, with a bit of luck, we'll be able to recruit her before we go to Valrayo. It'll just tie off like an extra loose end. Alright, let's go check out this cult that we've heard a lot about in the skies here. Trying to find peace with these people. Multiple people. We found a lot of letters. We found the dead woman being invited here. The dead Templar there with his lover's phylactery.
There are Inquisition soldiers even here.
Speaker nice.
They call you the Herald of Andraste for what you did at Haven. But are you? The Maker has not told me.
I am the Herald of Andraste.
And do you claim to hold power over the rifts the Maker has opened in the sky?
I can seal rifts, yes.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
I'm not sure if I want a cult on team, actually.
This cult. What are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen, and shown its imperfection in doing so. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will.
So do you
we
want to be
wait
the
in
new
silence.
Chantry?
The Maker has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
Until later.
Until the Maker brings you back to us.
So what are they doing? They worship the
I
rift.
suppose it only natural that some would turn to worshipping the breach, if only in hopes of appeasing it.
So they think the breach is some holy guide about to take them home to the promised land, I suppose. That's what they think is going on here. The Maker is just bringing his chosen home, so now's the time to be super faithful. Oh. I think it would be best to kill it before it kills all the people around. I will close it for them. You are so lucky. A second away from stunning him and killing him for free. I'm taking my position back up on the high ground here. For whatever they spawn next. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you with long shot. I want you to attack the same thing. And then you can go long shot too. real quick before we get healed off by that little screen attack. Not paying attention, I'd love to disrupt the rest and get you for free. Okay, whether they know it or not, we saved the cult's life. But sooner or later, those demons are gonna come wandering up here and take care of them. Skill point and grip. Is there anything else in here? It is a bizarre thing to turn to worshiping something that's planning to kill you all. Well, not even planning, it's just a force of nature, right? It's not a plan to end the world. The Breach isn't a thinker like that. Let's talk to that cult leader. Satisfied?
Maker's tears. I was a fool to have doubted you. How may we serve you? Herald of Andraste.
Listen and gather information, spread word of an Inquisition, or help the refugees. Well, I think information would lean her towards being a spy, right? But then you have spread word of an Inquisition or help the refugees. I don't really want to bring the refugees into this creepy little cult, so I think I'll go for the information.
Have your believers search for secrets that may help our cause.
As you say, Herald of Andraste. Some few will remain here, the rest will go forth to do your will. When the Maker calls you to your great purpose, remember that we served you.
Okay, so now she's an Inquisition agent. Not sure where she goes to in terms of perks, but we got another agent, which is the important part. There's a couple things to do here, a couple quests, a couple of goodies to pick up. Some coins, some materials. Blue vitriol. Watching my companion AI try to desperately figure out how to get where I am in the stall is funny to me. 52 gold, huh? Cole was holding out on me. And we'll go this side first. And then we'll go the other sides. Yeah, I think bringing refugees in here to be indoctrinated into whatever this is a bad idea. But this is already what it is. And it'd be a hell of a thing to convince them otherwise. So we may as well let them do something. But I don't really want to build this out for them, you know.
Excuse me. While you were coming up, did you meet a young noblewoman with blonde hair and pale green eyes? Lady Velena should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
Found a woman with a letter. It's not good news.
I found a woman's body down the hill with a letter on it.
This letter... Velena is dead. But we were meant to be together. The Maker would not keep us apart. What am I supposed to do now?
How about we get you out of here?
The Inquisition needs men who believe as strongly as you do. Come and help us restore order.
Yes. If waiting here in the hills leaves innocents to die, then I will bring the Maker's word by the sword. My men and I will lend our strength to the Inquisition. Thank you.
Good man. I know that's a little like taking advantage of his grief, but serving is serving and we need people. And if I can steal an extra man out of this cult, why not, right?
Thank you again. Lady Velena would have loved this.
Sorry for your loss. Hopefully he can come make a difference with the Inquisition, right? Won't bring her back, but might help him move forward. He's gonna go to the Forces Inquisition perks section too.
Anybody else smell that? Seriously, just me?
Which is not super important for us right now in terms of builds that we're trying to get going. I need the Death Hands perk immediately. But Forces have some cool things too. I think there's like a forward scout perk on Forces, which will mark all the like the territory landmarks on the map for you and give you locations of some caches and stuff. There's a body up there, that's what that is. So the forward scouts is a pretty good perk. And then I think there's like bonus XP for requisitions and things like that. Queen Asha of Antiva. There are those who believe the tale that Antiva owes its independence to the looming threat of the crows. Yet this story, largely spread by the crows themselves, is no more credible than the promise of a market stall huckster. For the truth of the matter, we look instead to the palace of the kings in Antiva City. A grand statue of a woman in Ravani royal garb towers over the entrance, her watchful eyes keeping sight of everything happening within those walls. Asha Sabira Bahada Campana, Queen Mother of Thedas. When the matriarchs of Ravane arranged the marriage of Princess Asha of Aisley to King Alonso Campana of Antiva, it went unnoticed and unremarked by their contemporaries. The eyes of Thedas were on the wars of Olay and Navarra. The marriage of a minor princess of Ravane to an almost powerless king was beneath their consideration. Yet this wedding was, in retrospect, perhaps the most important event in Thedas' history since the blackening of the Golden City. Queen Asha was a skilled tactician. Seeing the military ambitions of Tevinter, Navarra, and Olay, he concocted a plan. Antiva was too prosperous to escape its neighbor's avarice, yet had no means of raising an army capable of fending off both Tevinter and Olay without impoverishing the kingdom. If she was to safeguard her people, it must be through measures stronger than steel. The queen spent decades making alliances in the ancient Ravani way. Marriage. She wed her many children and grandchildren strategically into noble houses across the continent. Within 30 years, Antiva was so well connected that any hostile action against it would force half the nations of Thedas into war. The blood of Queen Asha runs in the veins of the Empress of Olay, the Prince of Starkhaven, the King of Navarra, and 7 of the Dukes of the Anderfels. Even some Magisters of the Tevinter Imperium have ties to the Antivan royal family. Asha's web of blood ties forces most of the continent to remain at peace with Antiva, or risk terrible consequences at family dinners. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. Genitivi the GOAT. It's not so simple as it all being down to her, but it is a valid perspective, right? Blood ties and all that, that has happened in reality for as long as reality has existed. You marry into families to forge alliances by force. Hindle, you are the man whose potions we need, right?
Hindle, your mother can't breathe. Your father sent me here for potion.
What? She was fine. She hasn't had the breathing trouble in... All right, I can help. Here, I have some already made. Go, take it to her now.
We know that the Antivan Crows play a massive part in people not invading because of the nations that don't have blood ties. Why do they all behave? And things like the Canari, you think the Canari give a shit about Navarra and like making the Tevinter Imperium upset? They're in open war with the Tevinter Imperium, so I think it is a little bit of both. One of the things that makes Antiva so interesting is the whole no standing army thing. It's such an interesting concept of a nation. Like, you have no means to defend yourself, and yet you are left completely untouched and are the hub of trade for basically the entirety of Thedas. All the merchant ships, all the markets, all the trade contracts, they mostly go through Antiva. They are extremely necessary to the world, and I guess they made themselves that way, right? Because they have no standing army, so they had to make themselves extremely necessary. Otherwise, they would have been taken a long time ago, with no real means to defend themselves.
Excellent. The wards are functioning again.
Go ahead and hit another one of those wards. They're gonna pop up all over the world now that we got the one in the cave with the Dalish lady. Let's go ahead and destroy 2 things so we can loot these chests. And then we can sell the rest at the place we found Mother Giselle. We gotta go back there to turn in all those quests anyways, and there's a big old merchant there, so about to make some coin, boys. I missed 1 gold coin stack. I think that's everything here done. We're very close to being finished with the hinterlands, actually. And Valrayo is going to give us the opportunity for 2 or 3 more companions, I think. One of them we'll have to come back here for, but the rest will all be in different locations. We'll start spreading out around the whole map here once we go to Valrayo, which is why I wanted to get as much done for the hinterlands as possible before we went to do that. Alright, let's go turn in Strange Bedfellows. We might manage to squeak out level 7 by the end of this episode. I'm going to save all the other things that we have to do here until we come back.
Damn it, Ritz, where are you?
Because when you get new companions, there's going to be things to pick up here that weren't before. So we can just grab them as we go.
She's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. It's dangerous out here for everyone. I'm glad the Inquisition is trying to put things right.
Working on it.
Thank you again for rescuing Ritz.
No problem. Alright, what else do we have? Barbarian Apostate. Let's go return the Widow's Ring. She deserves at least to have it, right? Can't bring him back, but again, justice. I killed the people who took it, and now I'm returning your property. That's the best I can do for you. Would do more if I could, but this is gonna have to be the coldest comfort you can be offered.
We're the Templars. They don't care who they kill anymore.
I found this ring on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now. As will mine.
Good. At least she can wear it around her neck or something, right? And Cassandra and Solus both approved of that, actually. Cassandra has a good sense of justice. She's not too wrapped up in her duties as a seeker and her allegiance to the Chantry to see over the wrongdoing of her own side. Because I'm sure deep down she probably believes the same as me to a degree, that the circles are necessary, but she's also very willing to see the wrongdoings and the evils of her side.
Please hurry.
Which is hard to do, especially when blood mages killed her brother when she was a kid.
Here you go. The potion and instructions on how to make it.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just thank you. I'll give it to her right away. If ever I can help the Inquisition, you have my word.
I don't know how you would be able to.
Blessings upon the Inquisition.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you would be able to help us, but I'll keep it in mind. Alright, let's go talk to Alandra. We did cross her already. She was the mage up here. I'm gonna save here just in case I don't have the recruit option for her, and then I'll just reload and come back for her another time.
I have heard stories about you, Herald of Andraste. I am Enchanter Elendra. I hope you find a way to end this foolish war.
Working on it.
If you're a mage, why aren't you with the rebel mages?
I was an enchanter in the College of Equitarians. We wanted tolerance, not war. By rights, I am sworn to join the rebels. But I had friends among the Templars. I will not fight them. I know my own
Friends and a lover.
I have no fear of demons.
Yeah, Equitarians are the pushovers that we read about in Origins, I believe, that took no side in anything. There was a bunch of factions in the College of Magi that wanted, some wanted reform, some wanted independence. I think it is also worth mentioning, again, just for clarity of historical actions here, that the circles were created by mages for mages. They wanted to be isolated and separated. The Chantry didn't just round them up once they existed and force them all into towers. The mages made the circles. They voted for it and wanted it. So, worth pointing out that they weren't all just rounded up and corralled into towers. They chose to be there.
I believe this is your phylactery. I found it on the body of a dead Templar named Matrin.
Ah, I suspected he died when he did not join me or send word. Maker curse the fools who started this war, and the fools who now fight it. Thank you. Matrin was important to me. Here, for your trouble.
I am sorry for your loss, for what it's worth.
I'd like to know more about you and Matrin.
Ah, Templars and mages. Natural enemies, they always say. As though you can keep healthy men and women close to each other for years without anyone getting ideas.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment.
Lovers for many more. And now he is gone because of this war.
I don't think you can keep healthy men and women around each other without getting any ideas either.
You haven't joined the rebels or the refugees.
Yeah, it's all this time, that.
On your own.
Yes, it is safer that way. For everyone. At first, I used...
Power dynamic is a little dubious, though, between a Templar and a mage.
But when the Templars saw me, they attacked. Innocent people died in that battle. I will endanger no more.
Well, why don't you come work for me?
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
I'm not asking you to pick up a sword. We do have the option here because we had the arcane knowledge perk. Beautiful.
There are countless ways for you to help the Inquisition safely without having to fight. We need wards reinforced and glyphs studied. If you have skill with healing, you could save many lives.
True enough. If the Inquisition believes I can help, then I will do what I can. My skills are yours. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Perfect. Get her out of the cold and damp and get her doing something productive. And we gave her phylactery too, so she's at no risk of being hunted down by rogue Templars. Even after all this is done, she's safe. Which, again, I'm not above doing things like that, right? The whole phylactery, Templar, mage hunter thing, I gave it to her willingly. Like, I know what that means, right? She's free now.
They'll be losing toes soon enough.
Unless we put a tag on her ear like a sheep, right? Like nobody will know. All she would have to do is change clothing.
I'll get out there myself with a few men and pick them up. This will keep a lot more refugees alive next time it snows. I appreciate it.
Very good. That's in the elements. Now we should be able to get Recruit Whittle, I think. Not Recruit Whittle. Corporal Vale. That's what his name is. We should be able to do that. I think we did everything. We got the Hunger Pangs quest. We got the East Road Bandits quest.
Nice work clearing out those bandits. That will make it much easier to bring in supplies for the refugees.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply, but if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
Okay, we can't recruit him yet. We need access to Redcliffe first. And we don't get access to Redcliffe until after we go to Val Royeaux. So we are at an impasse for that. We do have one more Astrarium here, and we have Conscientious Objector too. So let's set that as an active quest. And then I'm going to go ahead and work my way towards that, and I'll meet you guys there. Alright, here we are at the cabin, or one of. This should be the one with the key we had, where we could see the fade through. Yes, it is. Okay.
This place is creepy.
Yes, it is. And this was the mage brother told his non-mage brother to come here to meet him, right? Seems like he has something waiting for him. Sandra is doing a fantastic job of handling the aggro with that. Back in the room, hit him with the good stuff, and he's out. So did he lay a trap for his brother? Like he wanted to off his brother? That was the plan there, was to kill his brother? Oh, damn it. I forgot to sell my goodies. Well, you know how I feel about unopened loot containers, so it's time to find something to sell. Or destroy, rather. And do that, and do that. No loot left behind, even if I'm not going to use it. I'd rather shard loot in my inventory than leave an unopened container. Great shadow. Put those in front of us in case he aggroes. That's the boss done. To be able to burst you down. blocked it. Cheeky.
Kill that warrior!
Can't block this. And that's our level up. Beautiful. And that is the first of the great bears we're supposed to be fighting here. For Burger's Claws, I believe. Which they shouldn't be too bad since I don't have the trial of bears on. They should be reasonable. Anybody watching this has interest in other games, I guess I'll take the opportunity while we run to this Astrarium to fill you in on what I have planned for the channel. So we are about to start doing a Witcher series run, because they just announced a new DLC for Witcher 3. So I'm going to go through Witcher 1, 2, and then 3 and all its DLCs and prep for that. And then whenever we finally get that DLC released, I assume the lead into Witcher 4 will all be locked and loaded and ready to go. I love those games. I don't have much experience with the first Witcher game because it's pretty old. So I've actually never played that, but I have played the hell out of Witcher 2 and Witcher 3, and I love those games, so... it should be an interesting little thing for the channel. I'm excited to play those. And I'm also planning on doing a Darksiders franchise run too, because they announced the last Darksiders game. I haven't announced a date for it yet, which is hurting my feelings. But they've announced its existence, which is enough for me to get excited and want to play the franchise again. So, Darksiders 2 is one of my favorite games ever. Very good, and the what is it? Definitive? It's like word soup for me to say that. But the definitive edition is very cool. The art style of that game is so beautiful that it's aged really well too. I think those will all be fun to do. It's just a little sneak peek of what's going to be coming up on the channel. Trying to think of any other projects I have planned. We are, of course, going to do the final Mass Effect game. I haven't forgotten about that. We do have Andromeda. I'm not sure what they're doing with the new Mass Effect. They announced it years ago, but it's been radio silence ever since. It must be close to seeing footage or something, right? I was hoping maybe there'd be something in one of the games expos this year, at least like a little teaser, but there isn't. There hasn't been. And there wasn't anything for N7 Day last year, so maybe N7 Day this year we'll have something. But I'm pretty excited to see where that goes. Big fan of Mass Effect, so... I will be playing the hell out of that when it releases, even if it looks dubious. And then we also have, what is it, Dawnwalker? The game by the new studio Rebel Wolves, which is... Rebel Wolves is basically the studio that made Witcher 3. They left CD Projekt Red and made their own game called Dawnwalker. I'm going to be playing the hell out of that too. This one, this one, this one, these two, we hit this, yeah, I think I moved all of this too far this ways, so let me restart this. Okay, so it's supposed to go here, and then here. I think I'd be better served to start on... Oh, that's why. You zoomed in, I couldn't see it all. Okay, so let's do that again. The method I was using to do that should work regardless. Let me go up here. Did I mess that up again already? Yeah, I did. It should have been these two. Damn. Joking the random copy-paste puzzle, huh? Down to here. Down to this one. This one. This one. Over here. And here. 2, 3. Then we go to this one. Then we go back across. Across. Back down to here, then up. Up and up. There we go. That took more effort than I expected it to. And now we have the cave, Astrariums, and the hinterlands to explore, where we'll get our full goodie rewards for that. So before we do that, let's go get the last camp here, so we can just travel around. We did get a level up that I forgot to do, so let's take a look. I want explosive shot eventually. I'm not too interested in strafing shots, but it's not something I think I want to invest in this second. So hook and tackle perks. You can use hook and tackle with no stamina cost or cooldown time, so you could just spam that all over the place. You chain yourself to your target upon arrival, making it impossible for them to escape you. You can free yourself by reactivating the ability. Or we can get cheap shot. Your critical hits tear through enemy armor, leaving it sundered for a short time, which just buffs everything. And now we have throwing blades is down here, which we have a ring to buff. So I think we'll go cheap shot, because we also get cunning, which is going to up our crit damage. I should respec pretty soon, I think. Was I the only one that leveled up? I was. So my character is a little ahead of everybody else because I've read codex and picked locks and stuff like that. My character is a teensy bit ahead. Which actually kind of bugs me. I wish that was all. I wish they were all leveling up together, but... We do have one free respec back at Haven, if I choose to do it.
We could make camp here.
Alright, there's all my camps in the hinterlands taken care of. Now we just gotta go get the Astrarium cave and we can wrap the episode, so I'll meet you there. Some of these caches are really good and some of them are like so-so. The amount of crates you get in here changes. Got a lot of herbs in here. Too bad there isn't a frickin' philandris, huh? That would be beautiful if they would have put a philandris in here. That's a royal elf root, I think. Yep. We'll definitely take that. That's a rare one. You need a couple of those to level up your big chunks of potions. To upgrade them, you usually need the royal or high tier version of them. What'd you bring me? We got Snake Blade, which is a dagger, I think, right? Yeah, it's a rogue dagger, which is really good. Almost 200 damage, 5% chance to apply, poison, 14 crit damage bonus. That's really good. That's a really good blade. That would definitely be worth doing if you were playing a dagger rogue. Alrighty, that is where I'm going to wrap things on up. We are back in Haven and ready to go to Val Royeaux next episode, so thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell so you know every single time my content goes live. Leave a like and a comment, it all helps things feed into the algorithm, and I will see you soon with the next episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Take care everybody, have a great day. Peace.